These are a few examples of the many ways teachers can differentiate content, or what students need to learn, based on readiness, interest, and/or learning profile. Speaking specifically about the example, using varied text and resource materials, some students may need to use manipulatives to understand a math or science concept, while others can move directly from an explanation or reading to an abstract use of that concept. These are a few examples of the many ways teachers can differentiate process, or how the students make sense of the content, based on readiness, interest, and/or learning profile. Speaking specifically about the example journals, teachers can vary journal prompts based on their students' interests and needs. These are a few examples of the many ways teachers can differentiate product, or how students express mastery of the required content, based on readiness, interest, and/or learning profile. By offering variations on well-designed products with core commonalities, teachers encourage all students to draw on their personal interests and strengths. These are a few examples of the many ways teachers can differentiate the learning environment, or the layout and feel of the classroom, based on readiness, interest, and/or learning profile. At the top of this list is appreciate each child as an individual, which is exactly what differentiation is all about. The following are tips for successfully implementing differentiation for those who are just getting started. First, teachers should examine their philosophy about individual needs. Differentiation is not a strategy, it is a way of thinking about all you do when you teach and all the kids do when they learn. So first and foremost, teachers should think about effective teaching and learning. Following this, it is helpful to start small, grow slowly but grow, envision how a differentiated activity will look, and remember to always step back and reflect. The following are tips for those who are often running with implementing differentiation. Talk with students early and often about the power behind individual differences. Empower students to do all they can for themselves, and continually analyze what is working well and what areas need additional work. These tips can be helpful as teachers work to establish a differentiated classroom. For example, establishing home base seats where students begin and end class every day will help teachers check attendance, distribute materials, and provide an orderly format for dismissal or transition. On your path to a differentiated classroom, these 4 groups, colleagues, administrators, parents, and community members, can assist you and your students. Remember to reach out and enlist their help and support.